All right, good morning, everybody. You know, we are evolving. We are human beings evolving, real time, right now. Yeah, we're all doing it. And there's so many things that we're becoming more and more aware of. And that is not just our God-given spiritual gifts. We're all becoming aware of those. But today, we get to remember them, and we celebrate them, well, in unity with Charles Fillmore. We have the 12 unity powers, the 12 spiritual gifts. We have them in our window. And today, we're going to be looking at the spiritual gift of understanding. We already have these spiritual gifts. We just maybe forgot sometimes. We carry them around with us. So we get to understand what our gifts are. But we like to make it complicated, don't we? So sometimes we question, what are my spiritual gifts? I wonder what those are. And sometimes we doubt what they are. You see what we're going to do today, where we're going with this today. And how many times have you asked yourself, what is my purpose? I'm trying to find my purpose. What am I supposed to do? At one time in your life or another, you've said this, maybe many times. All of us have. What's mine to do? And then we try really hard to find it, don't we? We try really hard to find it. And you see, nature is not difficult. It's not complicated. It has a natural order about it, and it's a divine order. And that divine order is our divine nature. Divine nature. So yes, understanding is a spiritual gift we're going to look at today, but understanding is also wisdom. Wisdom is another spiritual gift. And in Proverbs 4:7, God says, "Get wisdom. Although it cost all that you have, get understanding." Sometimes we have to stop and figure things out a little bit to really know that gift we have within us, and we turn that understanding into wisdom. So today, what if I told you I was going to show you how to find your true purpose? Awesome. I promise. How does that sound? And I'm going to keep it really simple because life has gotten really complicated, hasn't it? Maybe it seems that it's complicated outside of these walls, but we're going to keep it simple. And you're going to leave here knowing just what is yours to do. Does that sound good? Okay. So our God-given spiritual gifts are the 12 powers. We already have them. We don't need to go out looking for them. They're within us. We get to remember what they are. I'm going to list them right here. We have faith, strength. Remember, we get to call upon these at any time. Faith, strength, wisdom, love, power, imagination. We have them all in our stained glass here. Imagination, will, order, zeal, release, and life. But we're focusing on understanding today, and understanding means seeing the truth. And what is the truth? The truth that we are all divine beings. The truth of our divine nature. And nature is a fine display of truth, right? Yeah, there's no questioning. There's no questioning. It is undeniable wisdom that lives in nature. And this nature gives us the clarity of purpose. You see, we understand that a flower's purpose is to bloom, and the river is to flow, and the tree is to blossom, and the birds are to fly. This is crystal clear, and it's nature at work. And so we know all of us have a primary function of what we are to do. We know that as human beings, or spiritual beings have a human experience. That's right. And so each of us has been assigned our own unique way to express these Christ-like qualities through us. We've all been given this assignment in this lifetime. And these spiritual gifts we've been given, well, sometimes we go, well, now what do I do with them? Now that I know them. And maybe we're still learning what they are. We're acquiring that wisdom. We can always refer back to them at any time. But now what do we do with these gifts, these spiritual gifts? What do the birds do? The birds fly. The flowers bloom. But as human beings, each of us have the purpose of expressing God's love and light through us. That's our purpose. But how many times have we said to God, God, show me what it is that's mine to do? Especially in times like now in the world. What is mine to do? Well, we're spiritual beings in the material world. And our purpose is to express this God's love and light, the Christ-like qualities of our spiritual gifts. These spiritual gifts, we get to actually practice and putting them into use and helping us stay connected with the truth of who we are in our divine nature, in our authenticity, the truth of who we are. And that is not only for the betterment of ourselves, but the betterment of the world, of what's around us. That's how we use these spiritual gifts. So as Jesus knew, Jesus shared a message, and a message he shared to his followers in John 17:21. That his prayer was that all of them may become one. I love how the songs run into the message. All of them may become one. And it's repeated again in Genesis when it says that when two are divided and pulled apart, there's division. And with division, now we get all the D words. With division, there's dissonance, disease, disorder, disdain, disorganization, displacement, dishonesty, and disenchantment. Ugh. I don't want to go into the land of the dis. I don't. So what's the opposite of division? That Jesus called for, that all of them may become one. And it continues in John that when we are and know that God is within me and I in thee, they also may be one in us. So that quote is in John 17:21 through 23. And this is the unity that Jesus expressed as his vision for humanity. The vision of unity. Now, this is his God expressing through him. His way of expressing God's love and light was to express unity for humanity. So your purpose of expressing God's love is your primary function. And we do this through our quiet center. And this is when it becomes clear, when we gain that clarity and remove the distractions of the outside world telling us it's something different. In Corinthians 14:33, it says, "For God is not a God of confusion, but a God of peace." And this is the practice that we receive. The practice of using our gifts, our spiritual gifts we already have. Just pull them out of the toolbox here and when you need one. Today we need understanding. But it is just as the flower blooms, the flower doesn't say, should I bloom? It doesn't analyze. It doesn't say, I'm wondering if I should bloom today. It doesn't. It just blooms. But as humans, our primary function is God expressing. God expressing. God is love, and if God is love, love is expressing through us, and our primary function is to be love and to be loved. That's our primary function, to be love and to be loved. However we choose to express that, however we choose to express it in all we do. So that's our purpose, to love and to be loved. You get to express that in your own unique way. And this is the number one yearning for humans that we have today, is to love and to be loved. So when you ask, God, what is mine to do? Or what is my purpose? How you express it is up to you in your own authentic way. But you know, it is with understanding that you come to know your unique expression, to love and to be loved in everything that you do. Because you are love. And God is love. In John 4:16, it says, we are reminded that God is love, and he that dwelleth in love dwelleth in God. And it is a nature that we can connect more and more to the spirit of God's love and allow this love to enfold all of us. And allow God's love to express through us, as the truth of who you are. So, now your purpose has been revealed, and your truth of your divine nature is to express God's love as a being of light. And I have a couple affirmations. One is pretty simple. It's 3 words. I am willing. I am willing. And the second one, I'm going to say it in 2 parts. God's love is expressing through me. Love is expressing through me in all that I do and all that I am and all that I have. In all that I do, all that I am and all that I have. And so it is. And so it is. I have a closing prayer for us. This prayer is called, I am as I am meant to be. I give thanks for the many people and experiences that have shaped me and stand in wonder of the tapestry that is my life. For each of the colors, sounds, tastes, and sights I have taken in, I have learned, stretched, and expanded. Today, through prayer, I create a space for self-acceptance. I accept the many ways in which I have grown and developed over the course of my life. I accept my mistakes as well as achievements in equal measure and give thanks for all of it. Setting my course, I declare that God and I are one, and together we continue to co-create experiences, relationships, and opportunities that bring about my greatest good. And so with that, we say amen, amen, and so it is.